Welcome to Career Talk with Noah Latoye. I came across a post and a young man was asking a question. He said, can he learn how to code in 2 months and afterwards we start making money? You see, when I saw this thing, I wanted to ignore, but when I saw the 2 months, that's 4 weeks. So can he learn how to code in 4 weeks and then start making money out of it? That thing just actually made me to remember how long it took me to make my first money when I learned to code. Pretty much, I wanted to just share this with you in case you're willing to learn any skill and you're sort of like thinking, what's the value in it for you and how can you make sense out of it like almost immediately? So the truth is, to that young man, in fact, I'm going to add the link at the description of this video so you could actually check out the post and also read fantastic comment that people had to express to him. Well, if you look at it, maybe by consuming content, it might be possible for you to learn a particular skill in 4 weeks. But now making sense out of that thing you've learned is something that you can't obtain in just 4 weeks. In fact, the truth is, what we get to sell as professionals is not about the number of times we spend learning, is the number of experience that we have. The number of projects you've completed, the number of conversations you've had, the number of failures you've tried to correct, and the number of that. So the question I'm just going to ask you is, have you had any of those experiences in those 3 or 4 weeks? The answer is no. So yes, you can learn fundamentals in 4 weeks, in 6 weeks, in 10, 12 weeks, whatever the number of weeks. The bottom line is, how many actual projects have you been able to do? How many teams have you, worked with that you'll be able to really tell whether you're good with it or not? So this is the way I look at things. Sometimes when we want to learn something new, we shouldn't focus on money precisely. Like, we shouldn't focus on money. Let's take for instance, I remember when going to some barber shop and when I see some apprentice, or let me even ask you, to a guy, will you go to a barber shop and you see the apprentice, the guy who is learning, you say that you tell him to barb your hair? Or you as a lady, you haven't gone to a dressing salon and you see somebody who is just learning and you say, please come and dress my hair for me. You think it twice, like you think it so well. That is the same thing that happens in the industry. Nobody wants to give newcomers something to do because people don't have time. People can't even trust you because they don't have time. They don't want to gamble with what they want. Just like the way I won't go to a barber shop and allow somebody who is learning to barb my hair. But the truth is, somebody who is just learning to barb his or her hair, won't we help the person to become good at some point? Yes, it's possible to help such people. The reason why there are some people who are not patient enough to wait for that master to do the barbing, that is where the apprentice comes in. You try with the first person, you might spoil the hair. Try with the second person, and so for every try you gets you very close to that perfection. So before you start thinking of how much will I earn, or is it possible for me to learn something in a particular period and start earning money, just think about it. You in that barber shop or a stylish shop as a learner, will somebody give you their hair to deal with at your beginning stage? If you can answer that question genuinely, you should be able to really then be honest with yourself that obtaining any skill doesn't come very cheap. You need to think it through, and you need to really pay attention, and you need to spend time with it. But just to wrap this video up, one thing I want us to always put at the back of our mind is that, learning a skill is not just about the appraisal people will give to you. It's not just about what other people will tell you. It's not about them praising you. It's about that personal satisfaction. So imagine when I'm 70 years old, will I be regretting that I didn't learn a skill? Will I be regretting, or will I be happy? Will I be satisfied with myself? You see, that internal satisfaction is one thing that you should strive for. And that's my takeaway here. So Forget about the external factor, external satisfaction. Just focus on something that you know that, within you, you will appreciate it, you'll be happy, and at the end of it, you'll be super proud of yourself. Okay, and that's how we wrap it up on this one. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel and follow me on all my social media handles. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one.